Any good coach will ask you that question. And you guys, the simplest way to find out first what's stopping or what your blocks are is, what are you experiencing in your 3D reality that's going against what it is that you want? That is your block. There's never a mystery. It's not as though you just learned about manifesting, so suddenly you're turning a switch on and now you're starting to manifest. We're always manifesting. We're just always, always, always manifesting. It's not something you start to do and then stop doing. It always is, and it always will be. You're just now becoming conscious and aware of it, which is really just meaning you're becoming conscious and aware of who you are and basically whether you trust or not. This is all about a game of trust in faith and being able to persist through circumstances, being tenacious with what it is that you have in the core of you, and being tenacious in your trust in God. I find that a lot of people's issue tends to be that piece, that trust, because everybody is too focused on the circumstances that are happening in their life, which is completely understandable, by the way, and the how and the when. But the only reason why your focus and attention is so heavily on that is because we have been programmed with our human conditioning to depend on our five senses. So to now tell you, stop depending on your five senses to basically navigate through life, that is a big shift. It's a huge paradigm shift. And it can feel untrue. It can feel too good to be true. But one of the reasons why I think the law of assumption is both, it's very paradoxical to me, because the law of assumption, hi, baby. My baby Hannah just said hi with a heart. I love you, sweetie. Being open to constructive feedback, letting go of unbalanced ego. Did you hear that, guys? Hannah said being open to constructive feedback and letting go of unbalanced ego. Huge. Thank you. Thank you, baby. You guys can see why I love him so much. He's so in alignment with me, right? We're in alignment with each other. So if you guys ever want to know what your block is, be willing to, this is a big thing. Listen to this. Non-judgmental, this just literally non-judgmental observance of your 3D reality will be huge for you. Non-judgmental observance. That is when you're able to step back. It's like you step back as the observer of your life instead of being in your life and being consumed by it. So like you're in it and you're consumed with the fear, worry, and doubt or whatever. And now you're in it and you can only see from here. Step back and zoom out and try to observe as if you were observing, what would God do in this situation? Like, ask yourself that. Would God worry about this? Okay. The answer has to always be no. So if God wouldn't worry, then why should I? Because God is in full control. Why? Because I trust in God and I'm surrendering all of my control over to God. We don't have control of the 3D reality. We just don't. It's already solidified. It's already been created. On that subatomic level, something is becoming solidified in your 3D through the dominant, focused thought patterns over and over and over and over again. And then through our judgment of our five senses, okay? So we constantly are focused. We shift from our imagination and we get sucked right into the 3D. And now we are adhering fully and trusting fully in our circumstance. And now we're sucked into our fear. Hello, Belikta. And when we're stuck in there, instead of stepping back from it and saying, okay, what is my 3D showing me right now? Okay, I'm having a hard time and a challenge with becoming X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. Why? What's happening? So in a case of career, no one seems to like my products. Nobody's coming into my store. When people come in, they love everything, but they browse and leave. They're not spending money. So you would take all of those things. Those are circumstances. They're showing you, your 3D is showing you what your blocks are. You believe that people aren't willing to spend money. You believe that people like your products, but aren't purchasing it. Or you believe that you're not good as whatever it is. So you take those things, write them down on a list. Those are what your 3D is showing you. Write them down. And now write a line down. And on the opposite side of that line, what is the polar opposite of those things? I literally, everything I touch turns to gold. Everybody loves everything that I do. Everybody loves my products. I'm so good at picking out products. I know what everybody loves. People love what I love. People can feel my energy. All of my love and energy are in my products, and people can feel it, and that makes it irresistible. People are obsessed about my products. People wake up thinking about my products. People are on my website right now at home looking at my products, loving my products, telling their friends and family about my products. Everybody is obsessed with my products. Everybody's obsessed with me and my business. If you're a photographer, when you're taking that picture and you hold your breath and you're about to take that picture and you're looking in the viewfinder and you're like, oof, this is the shot. Everybody is going to love this. And you have a studio and you keep that energy on, that feeling that you had when you were taking the picture. That energy is going to be in that photograph in your studio. And when people come in, because of all of that love that you have, that you took when you took the picture, when people come into your studio, that your work is going to be irresistible. That's what I did with my retail store. Okay. That's what most successful people do. They know that what they're going to do is going to be successful. They infuse what they do with love and good energy and God. And they know that that will magnetize them and whatever they have. And it will make them and whatever they have completely magnetic and irresistible. Why? Because it is infused with appreciation and pure love. It is divine. It is divine and it feels good. Okay. So if you want to know what your 3D, what your blocks are, just pay attention to your 3D. And I know that you guys don't like what's happening in some of your, in some of your experiences, but be strong and face it and stay cool and calm, right? In the eye of it, knowing that all you have to do is look at it with strength, have faith, take it for information. It is data. That's all it is. Okay. And don't try to change your 3D with force or manipulation or hard effort. That doesn't mean that you're not going to work hard. I work very hard at what I do. But when I first started this channel, for example, and I was learning how to edit videos, when I first started, one video that may have been 4 to 5 minutes long. My first videos were always very short, and I should probably just get back to that because I used to love that. But my videos were 4 to 5 minutes long. Sometimes the filming itself could have been 15 minutes, and then I would edit with no mercy. I was brutal. I would just edit, cut, and get right down to what was the most important thing to share with you guys. And as I was watching it, I knew I was infusing my video with, I know people are going to get this. I know my videos are changing their lives. I'm literally their favorite YouTuber. I am their favorite coach. They love me. Their lives are changing because of my videos. And as I would watch my videos, that's what I was infusing the videos with. When I worked, I would sometimes wake up 6 a.m. I would do my inner work. I would get ready, take a shower. I would start editing sometimes. And sometimes I would be editing until 1 or 2 a.m. I was exhausted, but I also knew I was doing this with purpose. So I was working very hard, not that I did it nonstop. I mean, I would take breaks. Sometimes I would stop in the afternoon for 3 or 4 hours, and I would go back to it. The point I'm trying to make is don't be afraid of working hard. When you're doing what you love, working hard is going to be part of it. When you're motivated, when God is working through you, that's going to be powerful. And you are going to be working. Thank you, Christina. Christina just wrote, yeah, I love the short videos too. Yeah, I got to get back to that. But so look at your 3D, know that it's just showing you your blocks. Don't be afraid of looking at them just for information. You're basically looking at feedback. And what did Hannah write? Letting go of unbalanced ego, taking constructive feedback. And I'm going to take that from saying, and I love that comment, it was perfect. Look at it that way. Take your ego out of it. Look at your 3D as constructive feedback, showing you where your belief system lies, or may have been what you used to believe. And just keep persisting through. And when you're stuck and you're like, whoa, but this doesn't make sense. I was starting to get really good, like I was getting really good results. And then it went back. It went back. It doesn't matter when that happens. And you guys know I love these cards. They're so powerful when that happens. So, this is the new version of you that has whatever's you want in that situation. This is the old version. So now with your 3D reality, in your thoughts, which is energy, and your thoughts are also a manifestation of your beliefs, okay? So your thoughts are a manifestation. So when they come up and you say, no, I'm dropping this isn't my truth anymore, I refuse to believe this anymore because this is my fear. This is my fear right now, and I'm choosing to drop it daily. I'm killing my ego daily. Boom. You drop it, and now you're shifting into the new you. But so you've dropped it. Now in the afternoon, it comes up again, and you drop it again. Wonderful. You're doing amazing. And now you're shifting into the new version of you. And you stay dominant and focused and persisting in that. But then let's say now in your 3D reality, you pass those two challenges. And yes, I'm going to call them a challenge. I don't know why people are afraid of calling it a test. Of course it's a test. Of course it is. It always is. Okay. It is a test, guys. It's a challenge. It's not a test from anything. It's just think of it. Okay, if I persist through this, now what's coming next is going to be everything that I want. I do that all the time and it works and it's very powerful. I actually start to get excited in a weird way, not in a weird twisted way, but when things go outside, like against me, when I choose to get excited because I'm like, okay, if I can just pass through this challenge, just like if you're gaming, you're passing through a challenge, you're going to level up through those and it's going to be exciting. And you're going to get to the new level. And now you're 3D. Now it's beyond just thought form. Now you're 3D. Now things are actually happening in your 3D and they're coming up. And now because it's in your 3D, this feels so real. This feels so final. This is really scaring me. My ego is getting flared up. I'm super triggered. I'm spiraling. And now instead of choosing to let it go because it feels so real, now I'm actually holding on to it and I'm reacting and I'm not stopping to react. So now this just showed me what's active within me. Now I've accepted it again. Now I've attached to it again. So guess what happened? I shifted back. So just think of that with your, when you're ruminating on something, you're solidifying it. When it's coming up and you're not choosing to let it go, you are holding on to it. And now you're just staying in basically the old version of you. Okay. I hope that helped. So